Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. In today's weekly challenge on Gran Turismo 7 is about to go for the second round as 1 hour left for the countdown. We'll be ready up, get set, and enter the first week of July. It's on July 11, and this will have to take 5 events, includes with 3 prizes. We'll have to take 1 event. We'll receive 100,000 Gran Turismo credit on the ticket, along with 3 events. We'll get another credit ticket on 200,000. Plus, 5 events will get yourself receiving a 6-star roulette ticket to go entered on Japanese 4-wheel drive challenge 600 at Trail Mountain Circuit for race number 1, along with race number 2, Sardinia Road Track A for European Clubman Cup 600. The third one is now being listed for having a second event in the Volvo 340 T5 Art Design 1-make category to be located at Autodrome Lago Maggiore East for a special event. And there's going to be having event number 4 on Historic Sports Car Masters at Goodwood Motor Circuit. And here comes the fifth one, wheel using Group 3 race cars at Tokyo Expressway East clockwise for the Wheel Touring Car 800. Better make sure you guys be here on time, and just have to go for the reminder countdown as 1 hour left. We'll be ready up, get set, and go with some 4 stages on real car and race car that have differences to have some major step. We'll be doing this part of the segment as I'm about to be using with the cars of Disventure Camp fan art liveries. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Let's get ready to go and start for today's weekly challenge. It's been 7 months since I just working on with my latest fan art project. Dream Art Livery Style Disventure has now come in a long way to have some characters from Disventure Camp Season 1 and 2, and plus All-Stars variation has now been adding up as well. Until then, because I'll have to be putting up with team colors before moving on in Phase 2, and Phase 3 we'll have to put up something else very interesting to go for the racing competition. Unlike road cars that have some different styles with some set of variation from Season 1 and Season 2, will be quite good to be well matched as I'm about to be entered on Race 1 in Japanese 4-wheel drive challenge 600 at Trail Mountain Circuit. The only best road car ever yet to be well specifically to choose for the classic or modern Japanese road car, as I'm about to choose with the 2022 Toyota GR Corolla Morizo Edition with Ellie in the All-Stars variation. Just like the different style from Season 1, but the new one by the latest is now putting up to have some different changes to go with a different color of style with some new set, trims, and the decal has been remained the same. But it turns out to be very different, just like the previous one that I just recently made. Hope I'm ready, because this segment is all about real cars and race cars to be specifically to use with some different characters from Disventure Camp led by Odd Nation Cartoons. The drivers are all here, and be prepared because this will have to take a faster rush. We'll be on the rolling start on 10th place to have a good look for the new Disventure Camp livery on Ellie in the GR Corolla Morizo Edition. Just to see how it turns out differently to have a car number 13 is remain the same. But you know, I just really had to go amp up the racing skill and get prepared to have a main focusing effort on 3rd place or higher. Well, I hope you guys like it. This one is the All-Stars variation, just like Season 1 counterpart. Very good overtake, now coming in on the tunnel in number 1 session by turn number 5. Keep that line check. Now going in to have Sector 2 will be proceed after finishing on Sector 1. Got a good eye on Takuma Minasono in the Subaru Impreza in the yellow color on position number 5. Just have to stay on track. Go around on turn 8. Brake well, steady, and overtake on Minasono since he have already been finishing up in 1st place on the Nations Cup at Round 1, Montreal, Canada for the GTWS. 3 more to go. Mikhail Hisal, Jonathan Wong, and Giorgio Mangalo is on currently placing in. So So let's give 3 of them for having a warm welcome to have a new LE themed livery variation of Disventure Camp. Turn 9 coming in. Just have to stay behind on Mangalo in the Land Evo 6. Stay on track. Third sector clear and clean overtake without having one further contact to go nearby on the distant gap. Side by side is now have to take a good length. Now Brajontin Wong in second place. Going down and take the 13. Got to control the all-wheel drive, and it's gonna have to take a good basic of easy challenge. We'll go for 2 laps. That's the ticket. Subaru Impreza overtake, and now the 22B STI version is in the lead. Just have to go rolling in and have a good acceleration to kick it up into gear on number 4. Just have to go switching up onto the interior view, and here I go. Faster lap time update in place in 2 minutes 23.193 seconds. Gap distance is coming down in 3.2 seconds. Got to hurry up and have a good focus objective to get there. To have a save content replay must be required. Okay, hold it steady. That's very good. Just have to keep that line check. Stay focused on the Sonic Blue Micra Impreza in the first position. Coming back on sector 2. Alright, there you go. Keep the handling check and better acceleration to have a torque distribution. Might have to go equipped and required, but it'll have to go with it without having a torque distribution is very much more needed. So coming up in gear number 5, gonna have to pack up and go gear number 6. Have the brake zone coming in on turn 9. Hold it in. Gonna have to keep avoid the contact on Mikhail Hisal as I'm going on the inside. Very good. First place. Now, final sector, here I come. But by the way, folks, when adding up with some few other characters on Disventure Camp or having a participation in All-Stars, the windshield banner has now putting up to have a star to be having a label during the season in All-Stars from Season 3. But I can't wait for the new episode will be coming up on Saturday. Thanks to Alt Nation Cartoons, by having a change of schedule, we'll have to go by weekly instead of 2 week. But 2 week is very much more weighted of development of schedule, just like lap time challenges. But after all, weekly episode is very much more good and enjoyable for every Saturday instead of Thursday by the date of schedule on Premiere. But there you go, folks. First place, 1 checkmark has now been completed to have 100,000 Gran Turismo credit on the ticket. Just to see how the minimum wage worker has now doing well achieved by the podium to be represented as part of the Science team, but originally to be part of the Purple team as well from Season 1. I'll have to adding up to my list, or if any Gran Turismo player will have to go by comment of request. Here is the outcome result on race 1. 4 minutes, 43.178 seconds, and faster lap time in 2 minutes, 19.985 seconds. Very good, good job, and outstanding to have a different racing outfit as I'm currently wearing on. The Alt Nation Cartoons cyan color variation has now been prepared to have a major set until in public will be coming out soon. But you know, it takes a lot of hard work and come up with some creative ideas to have this one and the logo itself represent Alt Nation Cartoons. So that's 30,000 GT credit, adding up by 7.1 plus 13.6 equals 20.8. Now for the replay, we'll give a short moment to have a duration around in 5 minutes. Got to zoom in and wait for the scene of the spotlight to coming in. Just have to come around by turn number 7 and turn number 8. Okay, there we go. Well, that could be not my best scene. But in the tunnel on straightaway number 2 might be quite very good to me indeed. But this thumbnail should do the work to have the Disventure Camp All-Stars logo on the license plate to be seen. Okay, so no time to waste because over 1 hour left is a reminder before at the end of the day. That's one replay down, 4 to go. Then let's go for the European Clubman Cup 600 at Sardinia World Track A for race number 2. As I'm about to be ready up and go for the Ferrari F430 2006 with a Disventure Camp livery, Emily Campbell. But her last name is now being revealed, led by Odd Nation Cartoon itself. But as a sneak peek preview to go entered on race number 3 for the Volvo 340 T5 Art Design 2013 Odd Nation Cartoons edition, along with a Subaru BRZ GT300 2021 with the same kind of edition. But different style comes in with some matter of presentation to have some 2 special liveries will be entered to have some highlight to be recommended on the special event and World Touring Car 800. Just you wait folks, this will have to take some 2 additional kinds of livery variation created by myself as I'm about to be entered on race number 2. 3 laps we're using European cars and it's all set, good to go, and suggested performance point will go by 600 to be entered by the get-go. Feast your eyes on this moment you guys. This will have to take a newest kind of a Disventure Camp fan art livery will have to go in European style, just like Rhea in the Mercedes-AMG C63S 2015, along with some other kinds of specific European vehicle as well to be part of the DreamArt livery style Disventure lineup. Just have to forget one thing, because car settings might need to have some adding up with some tires we'll have to go purchase on Race Shop. Got to go adding up on medium and sub, and reminder, weight adjustment on the ballast and performance on power restrictor. Calculate check, wait for the cursor to get back and keep a major respawn. Alright, there we go. Just have to adding up a little bit and make it by 624.60. Now then, let's get it on for the rolling start in about 3 seconds by having one latest Disventure Camp fan art livery on the Ferrari F430. This is going to be a very good original kind of a supercar since the debut of Gran Turismo 5 Prologue back from 2007, but not to mention a different variant on the Ferrari F430 to be known as the 430 Scudera will be coming up soon in July 2024 update, along with a return of Object Nowhere as a new track. And plus, the Lamborghini Gallardo is now coming back as well, along with some 4 other cars is now being welcomed to the lineup. Just to be seen from the Manufacturers Cup and Nations Cup for round 1 of the official Gran Turismo World Series at Montreal, Canada. So it'll have to take some few other patience to have some few other European hatchback is now coming in around on Sector 2. Just have to be patient, come around, and make way for having one step member is now rolling in to have the 6th position to go double overtake by 4. There we go. Just have to stay on the line. 3 more to go. Just have to keep a good brake well and steady up to go by gear number 2. Lots of good grudges around with some few other European cars on one track in the A course in Sardinia. Just only 3 more to go. Just have to keep it up, keep trying, and make a good proud supercar to have a good taste of Italian style. Here we have Abe Poole in 3rd place on the Lamborghini Countach 25th anniversary to have the same red style with a few decals. Just make way for Emily Campbell. The ex-step member of Disventure Camp is on the top 3 position by 2 more to go. Okay, got a good eye on Busby Beer Boris on position 2. Moving on in lap number 2 by having a place of the faster lap in 2 minutes, 3.699 seconds, along with S. Marla Galingo. two of them are about to go at it, and I'm about to go dive in on turn 1. Okay, very good. Overtake the Mercedes-AMG C63S 2015, now for the 2003 BMW M3. Almost forgot one other thing about the 1997 with the same kind of an M3 model. It turns out to have some comparison with some E version to go by generations of BMW M3. But it's all about the evolution of the most important motorsport vehicle on road cars to have some very good of M Motorsport series. Just like the M1, M4, M5, and especially for M6, but almost forgot about the M2 competition is to be part of the BMW M Motorsport lineup. It's all about generations of BMW road cars just to see how comparison to go by year model. So I got in the lead and just had to stay focused to get there by having a major step of approaches to go for a roll up time attack. Going back on sector 3, just have to keep a good driving and style. So I hope the spectators really see Emily on the F430. That's why it's all about supporting the fans and the show itself. Now coming on in to have the next turn to go to the final corner. Quick right will have to stay good major deceleration to go less braking. Almost there, you guys. Final lap in 1 hour left to go before July 12 will be coming up soon. But I can hardly feel it. It takes minor attempts and warm-up whenever I had to take some few others specifically to go with some shape up and get expression to get my mind up to go open up. But here is my update record. 1 minute, 59.213 seconds. Just to see how Emily Campbell of Disventure Camp has been left the show due to her actions by having some paparazzis are about to go attempted to go right in during the 3rd season. But bummer. I feel bad for Trevor that he just really want to say something very romantic to have Emily to go out. Well, you know it is because Trevor just really had to say something very nicer things to Derek until he saw Derek kiss Crystal. I mean, awkward. Not gonna say a word. I just really had to be the right to respect. But I know, Trevor just really wants to see Emily again soon until in the finale or whenever the time comes. But we'll have to find out soon enough if I just really have to keep watching Disventure Camp All-Stars on Odd Nation cartoons. So it's almost there. Final sector in number 3 will go back in. Got to keep up a good line. Just have to switch back onto the 3rd person view. But this livery is very good to be by latest to have a style in beige yellow. Just have to go for the main scene just like High Speed Ring from GT1. There we go. First place, and give it a good round of applause to have one F430 has now been claimed on the podium. That's checkmark number 2 clear, 3 more to go, and I'm still rolling in by the progress as the 1 hour deadline will be begin. Alright, so total time is 5 minutes, 59.105 seconds, and faster lap in number 3, 1 minute, 56.193 seconds. Very good, and you know what else I have to say because ladies first will take the first position to go podium finish. So that's 37,500 credits, clean race bonus by 50%, and already have my guess 4-star roulette ticket has now been checked and acquired. On to the second replay, just have to go zoom in and just have to go for a capture thumbnail image by having a little bit more patient moment. Just wait for it, folks. I really need to have a good look on the F430 to have a good eyesight check. Such a beautiful supercar, right? And there you go. Just one image here, right next to the Porsche 911 Turbo, has now been spotted on the scene. That should do one good replay acquired by 2 down. 3 to go. So, up to the 1-make category at Autodrome Lago Maggiore Circuit in the East layout for having a Volvo 340 T5 Art Design 2013 in the special event. You know the place, just have to go there and have a good right next location near at Autodromo National Monza. This will have to take race number 2 for having a special event for having the same Volvo 340 will be embrace it and just have to go for the Odd Nation Cartoons edition in the 2013 model. But almost forgot one other thing to have some parts will be required, and adding up with Disventure Cup settings is now being organized and planned by myself. With all kinds of few parts is going to be specifically and required by having a range of performance point to go around by 546 or just have to go stop by the limitation of 600. So in order to master the Volvo 340 T5 Art Design 2013 for race number 1 at Red Bull Ring, race number 2 on the track layout on the East Session in Autodrome Lago Maggiore Circuit is the best place to go here for having a 1-make category to go selected and join on in for having 4 laps. 3rd place or higher is all you have to do is completion condition that you have to go quicker up, get set, and have some few other kinds of custom parts to be equipped and installed as well. But the rims is very much more likely to be welcome here to be equipped and give it a good taste of racing style. So just have to sit back and wait, and halfway there we'll have to go middle session in race number 3. The gang's all here and all the drivers are using the same car with some different style and paint jobs to have some exterior parts. Let's commence and go rolling start in about 3 seconds and go by 2, 1, and rolling out. Here comes the first turn. Better make sure to have that part of the content video after this one, as I'm about to show you guys something to explain how am I creating this Odd Nation Cartoons livery on the Volvo 340 T5 Art Design is a good interesting pick to go by a participation in a 1-make category. But Alright, the gang's all here to have some different styles with paint jobs and rim styles. It could do much better to have decals would be well preferred to be as an official 1-make category to go motorsport. Okay, checkpoint set and reset. Go by in with different style. It could be possible to have some decals around on the Volvo 340 T5 Art Design. Will be doing more likely to have a good role part on the 1-make category as the official motorsport competition. So the halfway there on race 3 will go underway. Better make sure to have a good FF understeer, but the perfect line will have to keep a good torque since the pit. Okay, the gang's all here to have some different set of paint jobs, style on exterior parts. It could be more better to have decals as well. We'll be making it like the official 1-man category to be having a row of motorsport. So up I go and do it on race number 3. We'll have to get there for having a master on the second stage in the Volvo 340 T5 art design in the 1-man category. Got to stay behind in the 12th position and give it a good line to be cornered around by the track in the E session. Turn 1 and 2 clear. Now going in by turn number 3. Just to have to let you guys know, I'm about to be putting up to have one content video that related to this Odd Nation Cartoons exclusive themed variation on the Volvo 340 T5 art design after the race is over. But it'll have to take a little bit more time and be patient as I'm still coming around by having a major of development for my YouTube channel is... Okay, cut. Okay, checkpoint set, reset on take 1. The gang's all here to have some different style with some paint jobs and exterior parts. It would be much better to have decals around on the Volvo 340 T5 art design is doing more likely to have a different style on motorsport competition. Now let's go. Race number 3, we'll go on the halfway mark to be finishing up and achieve in 3rd place or higher to find a good line and embrace it in the FF drivetrain layout for only one Swedish modern day hatchback vehicle. Turn 1 and 2 clear. Now going in by turn 3, just deaccelerate, brake less, go on the left, and aim towards turn number 4 at the right. I had to let you guys know about the content video that related to this new kind of a livery represent Odd Nation Cartoons after the weekly challenges will be over soon. But I still have enough time by 50 minutes until this current weekly challenges will be over soon in the first week of July until week number 2 will be coming up until 12 o'clock will be on the midnight. Here comes M. Ordonez in position 6. Got to take it, hold it steady, deaccelerate, and give it a little bit more torque to rev it up and go over on turn number 9 by the exit. That's more like it. This special livery represents Odd Nation Cartoons itself. Now for the final corner coming in. Got to take that good right direction on the inside apex. Doing well, check, and make a good step on the right side on the overtake. It's only down to 3.5 seconds to go proceed on lap number 2. It's coming along nicely, and faster lap has now placed in 1 minute, 43.706 seconds is on the halfway mark in lap number 2. Just only 3 more to go, and it's still going to have a sporty of racing in the 1-man category. But it would be possible to have a one comment request to have some additional colors that related to this livery that I created by myself. You'll have to go by available pickup choices to go by red, green, yellow, blue, or any kinds, but it's all about colors of creativity that have a different kind of personality pick. But this one is originally made by purple, is the courtesy of example of choice. So there you go. First place, here I come in the lead, and you know it is because one logo to be placed on the hood, sides, and the rear itself has now been placed to be having Disventure Camp All-Stars in the black style. But other decals that I just made by myself has now been seen to be available in the game, unlike yellow, cyan, and magenta. But the black one is the only best example to have the original before being prior to the 3rd season of Disventure Camp All-Stars. But I can't wait for the next episode on Saturday just to let you know, because I just really had to keep my lips sealed by having no spoiler allowed. But that's right, no spoilers allowed, just like last week, but everybody just really enjoyed watching the latest episode from number 13. But good thing Yule just booted off the camp because he just finally got it what he deserves. Makes me so happy that Yule just finally got his defeat by Gret, his former girlfriend. Well, I just can't laugh at myself. I just really have to thinking about Yule, who just really get all the pain he has. Ever since from, well, maybe like episode 2, they just took the pain and, well, he's just been tackled by Gabby carrying the bag. Well, maybe a sack bag that they're struggling with. And the other one, for having a two-part, he just got hit by a black paintball. That could be much more funnier to be, I want to laugh. Sorry about that. I know, I just really had to stick it to racing and focusing. Okay, looks like a few other drivers are now coming along nicely, still in the lead, and proceed on to the third sector, has now rolling in. Third lap is almost there by the end, folks, but I can't wait, but you'll have to take a good 360 rotational view out there after the final turn. Just have to go understeer the acceleration check, and good. So there you go. I hope you like my livery, but this one is very more special second exclusive theme variation. But I'll have to make sure to add different colors we'll be putting up to have some new set of variation, but this one is purple by official default. So here comes the final lap. I hope other drivers in the same B40 T5 art design is still trying to catch up to the Alt Nation Cartoons livery exclusive, is still trying to keep trying up on it. But 15 seconds behind the gap, and I'm still going faster on the roll. But don't worry, this will be doing one special event is going to have to take a little bit more time by a limited only for having an online participation during the part of the weekly challenge. But the good news is, the next day by tomorrow is going to be the second round of the All Japan GT Championship after Fuji International Speedway. But you know what it is, because I just really have to find out soon enough before I get there, as the time remains we'll have to keep closer by exactly in over 40 minutes. Here comes the final stretch. Make that last turn. Understeer directly to go for a perfect line average check. So far so good to have a minute 39.040 seconds. We'll have to keep it by normal to be stopped by the fourth lap has now cleared the podium. That's 3 down, green check mark check, 2 to go. Now that's a good one-minute category to go faster on the arrival. But thankfully, total time in 6 minutes, 44.030 seconds, as my current lap time by the latest recently on lap number 3 is still going stronger. Okay, that should do well by having 127,500 GT credits has now been checked, claim bonus, and make it double by 50%. So that's 9.2 to be adding up by 49.3 miles, and third replay calling in to have a good view of the scene cinematic. Just had to go by a moment, so I just really had to keep a good scene of picture background. Just had to go closer and press the triangle. That should do the trick, and captured, succeeded. As a reminder, folks, I'll have to put this livery design to be available in public if you guys really have to give it a like, repost, and comment to tell your friends about my latest design. World Car Penultimate is coming in number 4 at Goodwood Motor Circuit to take on in Historic Sports Car Master. This will have to take a good 1989 Chevrolet Corvette CR1 4th generation is about to be selected to have a different Disventure Camp All-Stars variation on Connor. Just like Season 2 variation that related to him to have a different color on the brown, but this one in violet red to have a different set of rims and still remains to have some decals is now adding up to have some different set of styles. So hopefully this will have to go recommend and heading up to the United Kingdom on Goodwood will be embraced to go old fashioned. Just 5 laps will be required to have 580 or less. We'll have to take a roll car category to have some settings is now being equipped, tuned, and installed. Fully customized suspension check. LSD is now fully custom. Power restrictor is now being set by 92%. Low end torque on the supercharger along with racing intercooler, racing air filter, exhaust manifold, brake controller, and other parts has now been checked, and sports hard compound tires is now double checked and being stationed on 579.9 performance point. Hope I'm ready because this will have to take one good returning Disventure Camp contestant by having received a second chance from the previous episode besides Ashley. I hope Connor is the only one who can form the Heroes Alliance together with Tom, Aiden, Jake, and Allie. But good thing, since I still remember from the previous episode after Yule just being booted up from the camp. So I just really have to make sure to be on the promise, just have to be patient and wait until the new episode on every Saturday, so I just really need to keep my mind up without having too much spoiler alert. But I can still watch it, but it'll have to be a little bit more patient to call out for having a recap after the latest new episode has already ended. But I wonder what episode 14 is going to be look like if Connor just already found out about Alec is kissing Rhea. Make it like a different reference of Boyfriend Kisser from Total Drama World Tour, or maybe like just have to go for a different title as Girlfriend Kisser. But I'll have to stick it to the racing strategy and just have to go by double overtake with some classic cars. So here comes the most classic CR1 Corvette of all time, you guys. This is going to be a very good 1989 road car to go embrace it and give it an old-fashioned to take on with the Lamborghini Mira, followed by with a Countach in the LP400 and 25th anniversary. Now going overtake on the Ferrari Dino 246 GT. Make that turn to go onto the right. Just keep it well balanced and watch yourself. A. Clark on the 10th position in the Jaguar E-Type 1960s is now currently by the number 1. Patrick Bazan in the Maserati Merak SS 1980. Overtake clear. Now here comes the third sector. Let's do the brake nice and slow. Okay, chicane coming in. Just have to keep it nice and slow. No scratches on the contact. Just have to go by lap number 2. We'll proceed. Okay, there we go. Moving on to the 7. Just have to keep going in about 13 seconds to go. There's the De Tomaso Pantera. Got to go right side and overtake clear by the guess of the car name. Five more to go, and I have a good eye on the C3 Corvette on position number 5 along with the second generation in number 4. Just only 2 American muscle cars are about to go right in to have the 4th generation will be stepping in. There we go, looks like the C2 Corvette is on the 4th along with the C3 in the middle and the C4 Corvette on the 3rd one in the behind position. But unless, just have to give it a Corvette overtake, will make it more nicer and 8.6 seconds to go right in. Got a good eye on the Ferrari by 12BB in the 3rd position. Going right in on the chicane. And I'll have to do the same pattern to keep a good line check and clear to be proceed. Okay, looks like the spectators are really cheering on with the Disventure Camp fan art livery, you guys. Especially to have Lord March since the mid-July for the celebration of this year's Goodwood Festival of Speed. Maybe other fans just really want to see some videos to have some few other cars will be take on in a hill climb is very much more interesting to have a good, better challenge. It's all about entertainment to see some good all-time classic race cars, modern, and some few other concept cars are about to be doing some best debut by the scene. But my best pick, I really think about the number 36 Castro Tom Supra 1997 is a good all-time Japan Grand Touring Car race car. But even the newer ones is now being by having a first time ever by the debut, along with some Chinese manufacturer cars to be having some debut to be entered on the Goodwood Festival of Speed. It's all about car culture to have some different shapes and sizes, to have some road cars, race cars, concept cars, and differences to have some different versions to be alike. Or more likely to have some rally cars just to be welcome here to have some very best debut to be seen as well. It's only down to 2 more to go, and I have a good eye on 2 versions of the Lamborghini Countach with a standard LP400 and 25th anniversary. 4th lap coming in, and let's give the middle-aged guy to have a one good representation to be part of the leader in Heroes Alliance. By maybe rooting on for Heroes Alliance to take down the Villains Alliance to have one of the contestants will be voted up for every next upcoming episode. So I just really have to be patient and wait. Okay, Van der Hayden and M. Fontana is on the 1st and 2nd position. Let's give these two a warm welcome to have Connor to be rolling in for the spotlight. That's more like it. Just have to amp up the speed, torque acceleration, and catch up the 25th anniversary Countach. Hold it steady. This could get struggle. Okay, taillight signal is now being checked and monitored. One more thing on the chicane. Good clear signal. Almost slowing down. Now's my best chance and go for the 1st position in the lead. So coming right in to have a Disventure Camp fan art livery to be in the 1st position and arrive into the final lap. Faster lap time has now been updated recently by around in a minute 25 seconds and go by 0.333. Very good. Now this will have to take a good stepping stone record to go beat my time and faster anywhere to find a good line. Just have to go stepping in, have a good handling check and respond to going around. Mobility balance is the key. Okay, very nice. Here comes the last position drivers. We'll be calling out in the blue zone. Hope I'm ready. Just have to be a little bit more longer to be coming in on the final sector. The classic cars are in the most miracle time of a parade. Okay, blue's out. There's the signal. Just have to get in there and take the final stretch. Watch that checker flag and good on the arrival for the podium finish on check mark number 4. Now that's a good Disventure Camp livery on an old-fashioned retro sports car. Very good indeed, and all-stars variation by the best chosen a pick. So the total time in 7 minutes, 10.666 seconds, and update for having a new set record on lap number 5, 1 minute, 23.957 seconds. So very good, and just have to go by one more race to go before having a countdown in about 17 minutes after finishing on real car in race 4. So that's 82,500 credits. Check and acquire before having a new day on July 12th will have to be received by having another roulette ticket will be available until doing some practices, attempts, and do some configuration by brainstorming of strategy. Now for the capture thumbnail image to go quick by the scene before approaches on turn 1, we'll do quick and more perfect. This should do well, and moving on to have the fifth race, we'll go into Tokyo Expressway east clockwise in World Touring Car 800. I can feel it, folks. In about 15 minutes until July 11 will end before moving on in July 12. The title is ending soon, so I had to hurry up, be quick, and go for the Subaru BRZ GT300 with the Odd Nation Cartoons Edition livery variation. Better make sure to have some 3 compound tires including Racing Intermediate and Heavy Wet. But it's about to go challenging up to go on the urban city course on dry time in weather condition, or if possible, just have to keep a good watchful eye lookout on weather radar to be on few chances of rain. It's all about race cars to have a final step will be embraced to give a one good representation to give a good support to Odd Nation Cartoons to have 3 seasons of Disventure Camp from number 1, 2, and All Stars as season 3. Settings is now being calculated to have some preparation on racing hard compound tires, or just have to go by medium or soft. If anything else, might need to have some good performance to go by minor adjustment. So it's all set, good to go, and let's do this. This race will give it much more thrill of urban city competition to take on with some few other Group 3 cars on individual car classes. Fuel map is at the ready and go behind in 20th position as I'm about to go past on Angel Inostroza in the Porsche 911 RSR Type 991 2017. Adam Wilk in the 2018 Ford GT race car is on 19. Turn 1 coming in by Sector 2 will give it a good inside correction line check. It's only down to 17 seconds. Just have to hold down the fort and make it lean on number 6. Okay, going in by Sector 3. 3 race cars accompany on Simon Bishop, Daniel Solis, and Kei Kawakami. Good eyesight on the opening. Now go double pass and make it 16th position. Okay, 4th sector, here I come, and just keep a good maintained lineup pace to go there to have the Lexus RCF GT3 on the 15th position from behind. Okay, good progress, and coming in to overtake Ryuta Kokubun in the Mazda RX Vision GT3 concept. He's doing well to have a perfect inside, got to do the same pattern with different method. Just like last time when I was using the Toyota Supra GT500 with the UDRS Inspirotech livery, and this time Subaru BRZ GT300 Odd Nation Cartoons Edition is doing the main part of the racing segment to go Group 3 competitive. But still available in the game whenever you're going to be playing to use it on the PS4 or PS5 version to have this one special livery exclusive to be part of DreamArt livery style Disventure. But this one is the purple style of original variation if you guys really have to comment me to have a different change of colors by request. So it's almost there to be on the halfway mark of the grid by lap number 2. We'll get there by having 8 more to go. Got to be on exercise caution and stay behind on Takuma Minosono in position 11. That should do good trick, skill, and handling acceleration to have a good medium turbocharged RPM to go kick it up into high gear. Okay, Nicholas Rubiller is slowing down. Now's my best chance to go overtake on the BMW M6 Endurance Model GT3. Got a good eye on Martin Grady in the Audi R8 LMS Evolution 2019. Okay, gonna have to go maintain the pace. Better make sure to watch the paint. This one is a good livery intact. Almost there onto the final corner, and heads up, light percentage on the rain is coming in. It's only down to 15.9 seconds to catch up to Ed Portilla in the Dodge Viper SRT GT3R. Gonna have to go back into the straightaway tunnel and proceed on to the next lap in number 3. Okay, good overtake on Lucas Ordonez. If you already see the Odd Nation Cartoons livery on the BRC GT300. Okay, still doing well on gear number 6. Going back on sector 2. Group 3, right along. Okay, good quick recovery. Faster lap time in 2 minutes, 3.012 seconds. Alright, that's good. 5 more to go. Got one good Subaru WRX Group 3 on Mikhail Hisal on the original blue variation. Let's go in there and give it a Boxer versus Boxer with different models in the same brand. 4th sector coming in. I'll have to play nice and play fair. Alright, perfection. 4 more to go. Next up, Aston Martin B12 Vantage GT3 on M. Mendoza. Just to see how a total gap distance, we'll have to take a little bit more patient time by exactly within 5 laps by the range. But rain forecast will get less lighter out there rather than taking a hit effect on heavy. But summer rains will always have to keep a good change of weather forecast since having some disastrous days from Hurricane Beryl. But you might have to look it up with some videos about Hurricane Beryl from the news. But good thing I just survived in one piece. It is pretty intense. But I just really had to get back to do some topic of racing, so almost there. Just have to catching up on Mendoza in the 4th position. Stay on the slipstream and get closer. Alright, left side overtake. 10 seconds to go. 3rd place coming in on Baspi Boris in the Mercedes AMG GT3 2016 in about 3.4 seconds to go. Okay, good corner acceleration to have a good aerodynamics and average agility. Less braking can help, but it'll have to take some few other corner by corner to make a good decent commit since completing on International B and International A master license on urban tracks. But especially corner expert on wet tracks as well to have this part of the spot as you're about to take place to go by wet surfaces to be around by having a final corner when using the Porsche 911 Carrera Club Sport. Okay, I got him right now. Got to gain some separation, then let's go on to the next and final sector. Okay, speak of the call out, let's see the fuel percentage. Okay, looks like it's only down to 19%. I'll have to survive it for another lap and go halfway mark. No big deal. Just have to keep a good acceleration torque and make it much more hold down the line. But I know it's gonna have to take a little bit more racing economy suicidal, so I have to be very extra careful. Okay, it's almost getting dark out there soon. Sunset on the time condition. Just have to switch it to the interior view and just have to go amp up the good respawn feedback speed. Okay, F Portilla is coming back in the lead. Just have to go hurry up and make it quick. Okay, go dive in onto this corner. Smoothed in, smoothed out. Alright, that's good. 15.4 seconds gap distance should be good enough. Alright, that's a good perfection line check. 5% chance of rain is being subsided. Daytime is always being remained during the summer season. It's getting closer by 5% to go. Got to hurry up and have enough gap distance. We'll have to go by purchasable to be doing some time. Time to go pit, deaccelerate, and have the crew team members will have to be ready up and go on soft compound tires to be on the get-go. It's getting closer and quick. This will have to take a lot of good preparation to go by standby in medium into soft racing compound tires. Let's find out and have Portilla to go in the first position, followed by Igor Fraka and Martin Grady. Alright, that's good. Check on the radar and being set prior to the twilight until nighttime arrival. Four laps to go. Update on the total gap in 7.8 seconds. Alright folks, Subaru BRZ GT300 Team Odd Nation Cartoons will have to stay in third place to get back up and make it onto the higher position on number 1. This is all about Odd Nation Cartoons to have a best represent by having Disventure Cam as a web animation series. That's why I'm still really enjoy watching the show, because it's all about having fan art creativity, and my fan art project, Dream Art Livery Style, presented by myself, will give it a full expanded support to Odd Nation Cartoons and Disventure Camp itself. So I had to go and drop the hammer to catch up with the last two Group 3 cars on F Portilla and Igor Fraka. Amp up the speed, arrive at nighttime, and headlights turn on. Okay, let's check again on the radar. Okay, good exit to have one turn for another. Watch the Toyota GR Supra Racing Concept. Very good. Outlap will be over soon before moving back up to go for average lap time to be proceed on lap number 7. Three more to go. exactly in 2.7 seconds to catch up to the Dodge Viper. SRT GT3R is currently in the first position at the lead. Just only have Sector 2, won't hurt a bit. Brake zone will embrace it to find the line on turn 1 and 2. Okay, getting closer by 2 seconds up ahead on the gap. Just have to go around and head back on Sector 3. Just have to go overtake Ed Portillo's position again, and just have to go clear position in the lead to have my mind to go around. Okay, there we go. Back in the race and back in the lead. Okay, superb run and outstanding. Okay, just have to go perfection, deaccelerate, line up check. Okay, fuel is at 63%. Got to keep going and stay in the defense. Will go achieved by the podium. But my guess is already here. 12 o'clock midnight in July 12. Alright, so this is going to be a very good lucky time moment, just like last time when I was racing at Circuit de Saint-Clerc for the Group 1 Prototype Series in a Dallara SF23 Super Formula with a Toyota version. This could be my second time of this segment video, folks. This will have to take a no turning back now. Two more laps to go. Very good, impressive lap time record in 1 minute, 58.973 seconds. Just have to keep a good watchful eye on the fuel. Halfway in 50%. Okay, that should do one good impressive lineup trick. The acceleration is the passive skill. I can see the last position driver being well seen. Okay, good smooth deacceleration final corner. 10 seconds behind the gap from Igor Fraka, now coming down and get back on 10 seconds. Wow, very good, impressive to see how Igor Fraka is doing well to be currently to be part of Team Lexus in the Manufacturers Cup this year. But good thing I just watched it, and he is very good to be faster like the real life counterpart to be part of the Super GT series. But good thing he just got his groove back to have a first place position effort out there in round 1 of the GTWS Manufacturers Cup at Montreal, Canada, just like from 2018 Nations Cup when he was using the Lamborghini Huracan. It takes best returning comeback moment for having an all-time original Gran Turismo competitor is always about to have the best time to go on the comeback. Because every Gran Turismo player always wants to have a best comeback session to be part of the official online tournament. But I can't wait for round 2 in Prague for the official GTWS is now going to be a very good different racing of action. But here comes the halfway mark on lap number 9. Just have to go quickly, faster, and clear weather forecast to amp up the speed. Fuel is at 28%. Got to keep up the good, nice and easy driving skill. Going back onto the final corner. Blue's out. Getting closer on the last position driver to be well sightseeing. Okay, there's the BMW M6 GT3 Sprint model. But it's about time to have one more pit stop to be calling in. And it's going to be the final lap. Okay, last pit stop. Tire change and adding up with some extra fuel. Okay, my crew is about to be hurry up and quick. Adding up to go by back on 50%. Check and 10th lap. Okay, still have my faster lap time in 1 minute, 58.973 seconds. A memo to all Disventure Camp fans out there who ever seen watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. The fan art livery is all for you to have your favorite characters to have some different manufacturer brands. I'm always being as a designer and a racer of GT7 will always have to keep on racing, stay clean, and keep moving forward. But the final lap is already here, but this will have to take the last call for the final part of the race and the segment of having a full car session with Disventure Camp vehicles. Okay, just have to slide around onto the right. Freestyle of driving will embrace it to go potential spirit of a Odd Nation cartoons with a combination of a Super GT 300 race car. Almost there, still in the blue zone and catching up to Coque Lopez on 20th place. Watch the final corner and let the BMW M6 GT3 Sprint model to go first and make it to go last. Now coming in to take the final stretch. Checker flag has now been seen to calling in. This is gonna be good. And successful, yes! Fit check mark complete, and same as ever like last time that I come here before with a different racing perspective. Now that's what I call right on schedule and make it to go by having a finishing of overdue. Fireworks has now calling in, viewers. Now that's a good Group 3 competition for only one Super GT 300 on the BRC 2021 racing model with Odd Nation Cartoons livery variation. Total time is 21 minutes, 1.622 seconds. Faster lap time I took recent is 1 minute, 58.973 seconds. So much tears of joy out there for having one racing segment to be part for having some 4 events on World Car category. And 300,000 GT credits has now been received by having a clean race bonus with double up in 50%. So there you go. The second 4-star roulette ticket as I just went down to do some minor attempt of warm-up preparation to get my act together. It's all about entertainment and make that scene of the content video to go make it good as new. So here is one last part of the replay content to have this one for the moment. And that will have to take one front of the view to have the logo itself has now been seen to call in. Just wait for it. But less blurrier, maybe going much more brighter as it gets. wait for it, and there you go. Just the scene of the thumbnail image is what I need to have. Good race, you guys. Very good race with using 5 different specific vehicles with Disventure Camp fan art liveries of this part of today's video segment, and good on their arrival by 9 minutes ago before July 12th has now already came. Well folks, I did it! Second time in a row for having a deadline of arrival before the new one in the next day has now putting up to have some 5 different set of events and 3 prizes as well. Let's have a good look. Here we have Sunday Cup Classic at Autodromo National Monza, American Sunday Cup 600 at Michelin Raceway, World Atlanta, Vision Gran Turismo Trophy in Kyoto Driving Park Yamagiwa, Hypercar Parade in Circuit de Saint-Cloud Sea, and Round 2 for All Japan GT Car Championship at Suzuka Circuit. 100,000, 200,000, and 500,000 Gran Turismo credit for each part of the ticket has now been combined in total to have 800,000 Gran Turismo credit per ticket. Alright, looks like the next day and next weekly challenge on 2nd week of July is about to be ready to go underway. Let's head back to the GT garage and collect 3 prizes will be received on notification to be highlighted to be calling in to have a good guess and just have to do some reward challenges before at the end of the video. So let's get down to business and still have 17 gifts for myself will be available to be received by calling out. Well, I can't say just have to do with some important reminder before at the end of the day. Just have to be here on time and just have to try your best ever out there to have some different prizes will be received. So let's do the 6-star roulette ticket on engine category. Let's open up and find out what it is. Alright, looks like compatible new engine on the Bugatti Chiron 2016. It will be quite good to be compatible on specific generation models of the Chevy Corvette. I'll have to hold on to it, and let's have something else to go with few 4-star roulette tickets. Let's start out with 3, or just have to go adding up with 5. Just have to go by pick. Expiration reminder is a reminder. Okay, so that's 30,000 Gran Turismo credit. Reward challenge number 2, check and receive. Second 4-star ticket is coming up and open, you guys. I wonder what's going to be look like and have the Aston Martin invitation. Meh, 30,000 GT credit. I'll take it. Just have to keep filling out and make one good luck a chance. Third 4-star coming up. This time, card receipt prize only. Bingo! 2016 Audi TTS Cup car has now been adding up to be stored in the garage. Another Group 4 car and another best available racing car type to be serving up on Tourist Trophy for a racing type only. That second Group 4 car in the same Audi TT Cup 2016. 4-star coming up. Just give me 1 million GT credit. Nope. Too far, too quick. That would be 10,000 GT credits to have one acquired to have my current balance will update. Last 4-star in number 5. This is it. I wonder what it is. Ah, nice. The Nissan GTR Safety Cup. Very good, and just had to go stored in the garage will be registered to the car index. Now that's a good, very fine special vehicle since Gran Turismo Sport and still being available at the Brand Central in GT7. I'll have to keep it for now. Alright, this will have to take one last call. 6 4-star will be opening up, and let's see what it is. Bingo! Ferrari Invitation has now been acquired, set on the expiration date on August 11, 2024. What a fantastic race to have 5 vehicles with Disventure Camp fan art liveries, to have 3 of them on characters plus 2 on special themed livery variation represent Odd Nation cartoons. But I hope you guys like it, because everything comes in with some Disventure Camp fan art liveries to have Season 1, Season 2 characters, plus All-Stars variation has now been come together to have some major lineup to be part of Dream Art livery style Disventure. Especially for only one of the 2 exclusive fan art livery on the Subaru BRZ GT300 Odd Nation Cartoons Edition. But I hope you guys like it, because it's all about giving extra support to Odd Nation cartoons to have all kinds of different fan art liveries. But I can hardly wait to see my fan art liveries will have to be available to be seen until at the end of Disventure Camp All-Stars in Season 3, until Season 4 will have to coming up soon in the near future, between at the end of 2024 or early 2025. Well, I kind of say first week of July turns out to be on arrival, and then second week of July is now being coming up to have some 5 events will be available to have some 3 prices on credit ticket. But I'll have to be here before tomorrow, in between exactly in evening. We'll have to be ready up, wrap this up until at the end of the video. But don't worry folks, I just really need to get a little bit more time and change up the schedule after finishing from the previous weekly challenges until the new one will be ready to go continue on. But I will be here, because good on their arrival, we'll have to go for the new day and make it to be on time on every Friday. We'll have to be racing up, get practice, and have some major vehicles to go by different challenges. Will get yourself prepared. So thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on Deviant Art, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. And don't forget to check it out, all of my screenshot images on UDRS in Sportec, Vision Total Drama, and Dream Art Livery Style Disventure presented by myself, Hyperion-Blue-GT, as you may ever welcome at any time. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.